All right, what you're listening to is left and right hemi-syncing, clearing resonant sound. My name is Jill. I am a time traveler. I am not a regular psychic. I remember glimpses of times from past memories of timelines from different universes. And I know that they're not mine because Jill has not left this earth. But I get signals from when there are conflicts on this earth to help us actually stay in a positive sign. So one of the things I've been struggling with is the fact that what's going on with Donald Trump, Google, Facebook, is that John G. Trump stole Nikola Tesla's work and passed it off as his own and shared it when Donald Trump Jr. went to Penn University. I believe that they thought it was actually John G. Trump's work, and they shared it with Elon Musk and the conglomerates of Google, most likely even the astronaut. He was also an economic major, as well as he went to SpaceX, as well as Facebook and other Samsung, Apple. These were 40 footlockers that went missing from the New Yorker. And this was only released in 2008. The information that was released in 2008, that these informations were actually not found. So I don't believe that actually Donald Trump was aware of this, but I think Putin was. I think Putin is actually blackmailing Donald Trump, Elon Musk, and the rest of the world because, well, it would be considered espionage. And it could be the reason why that possibly Donald Trump has had espionage type of freaking fraud type of things. What if the whole time Donald Trump has been trying to preserve his name because maybe he actually did not know that the work was actually Nikola Tesla's in 2008. And who's going to believe Donald Trump? You're not alone, Donald. Isolation, physical connection, community. So, here he is thinking that he probably went through his uncle's work. And, of course, his uncle's not going to say, hey, I stole Nikola Tesla's work out of New York when the FBI called me in when he was dying and took his work and went to MIT and photocopied and tried to pass it off as my own. And then I went to freaking Germany and shared it with no other than Hitler. And don't say the word Hitler or Nazi and all this other stuff. And he probably did not and was not aware of it. Big picture thinking, pleading energy, visionary inspired. So now, basically, we are sitting ducks and they're trying to bring the authoritarian race over here. And because of, I could just imagine Donald Trump's family being like, how the heck do we fix it? No one's going to believe us. I don't know Donald Trump. I don't know Elon Musk. I don't know the founders of Google. I don't know anybody. I'm a 52-year-old woman who happens to channel the other side. And I've sat there and I've thought about it over and over and over again. And then I'm like, why do I have visions of this happening from the past? And I had to do a lot of research. And it's called retrograde. Well, Jeff Mishlove. It's called retrograde PK, but that's the ability to bend time. And I remember our time being here, and I remembered past lives, and so I believe I was sent here to be like, okay, this is what happened last time, and I'm not a psychic like regular psychics. I have a different calling, and it's to help us do things differently this time. I remember time being reset. What does that say? It says, a courageous peony, multifaceted, unique nature, let yourself be seen. So I see things that others don't, and apparently it is not a normal thing Water your garden, nourish body care, tend rest. So I'm not the normal so-called psychic, but I needed to come out here because if I am correct, which I usually am, the United States is basically being blackmailed by China and Russia, and that's why they stopped medical, right now, everything in between, even the blockchain was Tesla's work. I think even Apple was Tesla's work. There's so many, if you go into CIA documents and stuff like that, there are so many things that John G. Trump actually cataloged, and he signed on his name. And it describes everything that they did. And it's supposed to be actually protected by the government. So how did it get out? So either other freaking presidents actually let this stuff out, or John G. Trump, who was a professor at MIT, had the capabilities of photocopying it, and Trump's family thought that it was his own work, and they couldn't understand the actual things that Tesla was writing about. And when Donald Trump Jr. went to Penn U, he passed along to his friends. His friends figured it out. And, I'm pretty sure at 20 years old, when they're in high school, or, when they were in college at that young age, they don't sit there and go, oh yeah, let's commit treason and start billion-dollar companies and, have our hard work destroyed because we stole from the government. And then Russia and China is blackmailing them. They didn't know. And I don't think Donald Trump knew. And I think that's why we're sitting there in inauguration. It was blackmail. Absolute, total blackmail. Maybe I'm a star keeper. Or maybe I just actually channel them. Apparently I'm not. I don't know. Apparently I'm not a normal. Well, I was never normal. But trying to preserve the world, and I get whack at that. I can't preserve the world I'm in right now. But it is what it is. Harath, longing for home, homesick for the stars. I tell you, sometimes I do. I sit there and I'm like, gentlemen, I'm like, take me home. I'm waiting for the aliens to come. Aren't they pretty stars? I even see pictures and stars and stuff like that, but I took a long time for me to realize it's part of my clairvoyance and stuff like that. My clear vision. But it was funny because I even saw pictures of I could see my dog who passed away and stuff like that. And then when I did more research, and I read that Nikola Tesla knew that his his mom passed away because he had literally seen her in the stars. So, he saw her soul in the stars. And then I was watching Jeff Mishlov's last email, and I forget the man's name, but they were talking about the mass of clouds in between Earth and NASA found it. I think it's the collection of souls. Well, I know it's a collection of souls. So those of us who have our eyes open, who have our clairs open, we can see those souls. It's not craziness. It's not anything else other than if we have a third eye open. And this is something, everyone wants to bring heaven to earth. It's everyone opening up and being able to see. Look, oh, that's pretty. That's basically what that's describing. It's what I just described. That's pretty funny. Wait, it's not tying it. Things are being woven. That's what it is. We are basically matter. We are souls that go into human body and form. And, we're plasma bodies that, when we're born, go into a physical body. This happens all the time. I mean, we are part of the cosmos. You gotta remember, our planets, the stars, and everything was born. Even clouds were born before human bodies. We were manifested. Just like cars were manifested, just like horses were manifested. We, human bodies, were manifested for our plasma bodies to be, so we could be touched and loved and held and stuff like that. As for plasma bodies, you can't be felt. You literally, just like a ghost. You can't be seen, can't be felt, you can't be touched. We were manifested. Rock bottom, sprint to alchemy of life. Exactly, we were manifested. And when you all start to realize that, as plasma bodies, as things that we saw through and looked at and thought projections real, we were basically wanting more than just existing. And a lot of us right now, the way we have to work our asses off, what's that saying? Your house rich, and but you can't even enjoy it. That's where we're at right now with how everything is. So, might as well be plasma bodies at this point, because you can't even enjoy life right now. It's gotten to the point that everybody, all we're doing is working to pay. We're not enjoying anything. Serve the world of being you. I mean, what are we really doing? Some of us, a lot of us, all that we're doing is working to pay bills to make somebody else richer. I mean, that's not a life. And we actually are slaves. Everybody, every color, every nation, everything is slaves to somebody else getting richer. And we are at the point in our journey on this earth that we are able to make change. We have the capability to have, humanoid type of, eventually we'll be able to have, capability of having workhorses that are not humans, and computers, and be able to own things and actually enjoy life. But it's gonna take more people to come together and have the capability of understanding AI and computers. But you keep putting on higher and higher price tags on food and on medical. And by the way, the churches were never supposed to be churches of these men preaching about God. Churches are our bodies, and if anything should be considered a church, it should be hospitals, that take care of human beings, that actually don't discriminate of who we are: mind, body, soul, sexuality. Donald Trump, get your freaking body and nose out of freaking people's sexuality. You know what? That's Putin's bullshit. He can go fucking rot in hell too. So that's some bullshit. Sexuality is a person's choice, and actually is meant to slow down creation. Because you know what? If you can't feed the people of this world, then you don't belong having more children. It's about a new earth. Keep holding the vision. Keep your mind, keep your hands, keep your freaking opinions out of people's sexuality and who they think they freaking are. That's misogynist pig. Keep your fucking shit out of your fucking mouth. It's ridiculous. Oh my god, I hate that. That's annoying. If you can't sit there and feed the people and give them medical care and stuff like that, I do believe that actually people who are bisexual, lesbians, transgenders are actually put on this place, on this earth, to save the freaking world, to slow down the freaking society. Because you know what? We have so many people, due to freaking people having addictions, due to people having their minds that just aren't working right, because of, first of all, being abused and wars and all this other stuff, that they're not. There's so many kids are in foster care and stuff like that. It's ridiculous. Until we can get people in their right minds, and sir, sometimes you're not in your right mind. Until we get everybody in the right mind and healed, slow down the population. Lifting the veil. Question everything, anything. unaligned must go. I mean, that's pretty much what it is. And, you know, if you sit there and think that you have the ability to take people's lives, and if you can't sit there, and why would you not want to sit there and save people and stop? Why would you want to stop caring for people? I mean, you're a misogynist. And Putin, man, all you guys who sitting there want to hurt people, return it back to sender with glue, man. Make it stick. I hope you feel every fucking single pain. And you know what? All you guys who sit there and wish, ill on, other people. If I'm right, if I'm possibly right, Elon Musk isn't even Elon Musk. He's Edward Snowden. I've said that. And by the way, Donald Trump, I don't even think it's actually Donald Trump. I saw him with Gavin Newsom. Gavin Newsom's like 6'4", and Donald Trump, I think, is 6'3". He was wearing raised freaking shoes and wore his hat really, really high. It didn't even look like Donald Trump was like 5'10". Where did all his height go? So, Donald Trump lives Mar-a-Lago, right? Submarines in and out. Who's to say Russia didn't go in, beat the shit out of Trump, and put in a really good actor? And we're all sitting there listening to a Russian president who took lots and lots of time the past 4 years to look and sound like fucking Donald Trump. Just like I think that Edward Snowden is actually Elon Musk. And no one's even questioning it. Power plays, ley lines, trust where you are led. And it's just like, I've been saying this for a while. I just didn't come on and say it because it sounds absolutely fucking nuts. But you know what? I don't give a fuck. Who gives a shit, right? It is what it is. It's my channel. I can say what I want, right? I'm sorry. No, I'm not. Defenseless writing past wrongs. Yeah. Maybe because I haven't said a damn thing, maybe I'm writing the wrong. I mean, I've been sitting on this knowledge for since the voting. I just thought people would do the right thing. I'm like, oh, they'll see it. Then again, I always thought everybody had my ability. But I guess maybe a lot of people think they have ability that everybody else has, and they don't. I don't know. Well, here's a portal. Isn't that cool? These are really cool cards. Doors are opening. You decided. Reward. Wild card. This is crazy, man. Let's go a little more. Deep cellular healing. Artilus energy, physical, emotional. Look like archangels to me. All sorts of portals, all sorts of lights. It's just like, I don't just choose one. I bring them all in. Hey, Spirit, thank you for guiding me and helping me through this message. It takes a lot for me to actually get on here and do this. I sit in fear of being retributed. Retributed, probably not the right word. Or whatever. The world is a vampire. Well, this is true as well. All I'm doing is trying to save the world. The world is full of karma. I wonder how it looks back there. Nope. That's pretty cool though. So the world, karma, that's where we are. We are literally on the outer skirts of freaking hell. Or we are hell. I mean, we could be heaven or hell. This is the world of karma. We come here to learn spiritualization. We come here to be able to learn to help thy neighbor. We come here to learn the commandments. We come here to become non-narcissistic. We come here to be able to learn to be the hangman, to learn different attributes of what we can and can't live without, We come here to learn to see things at all vantage points, But I'll give you a heads up. When you die, like physically unlived, I hope and pray that you've seen what you've done wrong. And don't come back for your kids, man. You get stuck in this freaking ongoing cycle. Go to the sun. S-U-N. S-U-N. Don't look for Jesus. Jesus, the picture, the portrait that you all been looking for is made up by a man. That's why it says, do not make false freaking, oh my God, idols. Don't make, wooden idols. Don't make wooden, all that crap. The rosaries, that's fine. That's something to keep count of how many times you do, to keep everything down, or counting. But when you look for things of like the pictures of Jesus or pictures of God, but when you go and you lose your human body, you're not going to see that physical, tangible thing, and it causes pain. So what does people do? They come back to earth. They come back to the world, right, of the devil right here. Okay, they come back to the world, and it causes pain because they get wrapped up looking for the only thing they know. So the only thing that they know, because our world right now only really knows about Earth, okay? They are not familiar with the multiverse, and because our planet, if you're Christianity or whatever, we're taught, heaven on earth, and Eden and Adam fell out of heaven. No, okay. The key of heaven basically is understanding and experiencing all philosophies of all religions, to understand that Israel is yes, it's a nation, it's a country, but it's God, Jesus was majestic. He was all about finding things of magic and wonder, and he was a freaking genius of making people think differently and bringing the world together. That was that's like someone like Stan Lee, like Disney, bringing the world together, making you feel good in a way that is not about drugs. It's not about alcohol. It's not about, why is it that you get more people in the theater than you do in church these days? Think about that. You get the feel-good emotions. You get the collective people together. And that's what it comes down to. And for the churches to sit there basically sometimes and pray for something evil to happen because they get more people in the church seats. Why? So they can sit there and babble about, temperance. Temperance is usually the angel card. It's about looking at the good and bad. Some people do need that one-on-one, but that's also mental. It's mental health. Unfortunately, a lot of people, the church is gone. I can't say all the churches have gone, but I don't see sometimes a lot of help. There shouldn't be all these priests with all these huge freaking churches. Why are we spending all that money in churches when we could be putting that into people and getting them off the street, or putting it into church, into hospitals? Why are we making these huge freaking mosques? And that's wasted money. And then we lock the doors? That makes no fuck. That's like making a fucking castle. Get out of that mindset. That's not what God wants. That's what man wants. It's wrong. It's so fucking wrong. If you can't take care of your people, you don't deserve that. That is not the mindset of a real God. That's a mindset of fucking Satan. You've all been fucking lied to over and over and over again. You all ate the fucking apple of fucking lies, and you've been poisoned. Why? Look at that poisoned apple, man. Why? Because someone gave you, a candy bar? Because someone gave you a ride in a nice car? Guess what? When you couldn't fucking pay your bills, you line it up on the street. What'd the pastor do? Make you feel bad? I pray for you. Jesus is within us all, dudes. God's within us all. We all have the magic power to do it. But when all these people lie to you, you have to, it's nice to have people talk to you and be about you, but why do they always make you have to feel like shit? Oh, you fucked up again. Oh my God. How many drinks did you have? Well, I had no one to talk to. Dude, I was out in the fucking woods, 30 degrees. Yeah, I had a few shots of fucking alcohol, not because I wanted to drink, because I was fucking cold as shit. Did you care? No. Did you care? No. Did you care that I was hungry? Did you care that I was hungry and scared? No. Did you care that I had snakes crawling over my fucking feet? No, you did not. You didn't. Not at all. Should this world fucking just be reset again? It's been reset 3 fucking times. Jesus has come down 3 fucking times, and you all miss it. And the aliens didn't destroy us. We destroyed us. Because nobody listened. We set off the nuclear bombs. Boom, 3 of them. Trump, Putin, and Ping. And there we go, right here. Here's the 3 nukes. Boom, boom, boom. There you go. Boom. And what happened? Well, let's see. All the fighting and all the wars, and then you have the little freaking stepmother of Cinderella. And she tried to tell everybody, but no one believed her. Well, why would you? Because she's a fucking female. And what does she know? It's really funny. I just noticed that. What the fuck is that back there? Was that there the whole time? I see some clairvoyant shit going on there. It almost looks like a fucking witch. Dude, are we all seeing that together? I have no idea. Interesting. I'll have to rewind that later, but I see some bullshit going on there. Interesting. Looks like some demonic bullshit. I think they might be warning us. So what are y'all doing? Are you gonna save the alligators in Florida? If not, y'all gonna... Oh, well, you know, maybe this is orange and not supposed to be Trump. He does have a little feminine energy. And this is Florida, and he's trying to hide all of his gold and shit. You know, maybe that's what's his face's wife. Ooh, what's she hiding? You know, it's funny because it looks like it's underground. Oh, is she going in? Oh, she's heading out in a submarine. Might want to check the submarine. You know, it's funny because it even looks like a witch. What the hell is that witch hiding? Is that changing? That's really weird. That is so cool. I do not think that was there in the beginning. Interesting. There's nothing. What the hell is back there? Oh, I might have been back there the whole time and never even noticed it. I'll have to look at it later. Ooh, go with your intuition. Huh. What is she doing? Was there two ladies? Oh, wait. One looks younger than the other. Melania. Edward Snowden's wife. I was wondering, how would Elon Musk's wife... Well, Elon Musk doesn't have a wife. That would be... What was her name? Grimes. But... So, I have a theory. Elon Musk's wife had a baby the same time as, get this, Edward Snowden's. So... Is Edward Snowden actually Grimes' youngest baby's father? Because if they did a DNA test and did Edward Snowden's DNA on the baby, it would show him being the father. But they'd have to, and why would Elon all of a sudden be like, oh my God, I used to be so supportive to my, transsexual child. And then all of a sudden, I've abandoned float and now I'm going underwater and I changed my ways. That makes no sense. I was so loved. I mean, this is a metaphysical card. So what kind of fucking bullshit magic did he all of a sudden change on his child? Unless it's not him. Unless it's Edward Snowden, who's Elon Musk. And why is he using that little baby as a fucking shield? Why is he carrying that baby around him all the damn time? King of Coins, man. He's using that baby as a fucking shield. No one kill me with my baby on my son. Oh my goodness. Look at all that. He's I'm telling you, Edward Snowden, basically, because Trump threw him out. And then I wonder, did he actually throw him out, man? It just seems so fucking, it's like, okay. He got thrown out due to turning in the United States about listening in to conversations. They threw us out because the CIA, the FBI information, and letting the world know that the government was using it to listen to, basically, it started the 9/11 Patriot Act. That's when the government could listen to whatever they wanted to at any time. So Trump basically had him kicked out. And then Russia basically brought him in. Russia basically brought him in and gave him immunity. And had all the freaking America, CIA, FBI, and how our government worked. Brought him in. For 4 years, basically, he's about as tall as, he's like 2 inches, 3 inches shorter, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And then people are like, oh, well, Elon Musk and, Edward Snowden has been seen because he does Bitcoin. Well, guess what, guys? You don't have to have permanent surgery, because with everything now, with having masks that can be made, and not only that, you also now have AI that can make you look as though you're somebody else. And with everything, I don't think we've seen him on live. It's been mostly where it's been remote. Because I've seen Brian Greene use it. I've seen Jeff Meshlove use it. That it looks like they're even talking to themselves. So it's so possible, so possible you could be at two places at once and not be seen. I mean, it's so easy. I mean, are we all literally being duped? Is America, the United States, literally being held hostage by Russia and China due to something that the snake in the White House, that's funny, because that's one of the prophecy. There's a snake in the White House. That's what it said. The snake in the White House. And they called John G. Trump, the FBI called John G. Trump to secure the information when Nikola Tesla died. It's in the fucking documents. It's also in the documents of 40 fucking Foot Lockers went missing. So who's Leo? Who's the strength card? Leo not only represents, Leo, strength card, doesn't also represent Leo as in astrology. Leo also means law enforcement officer. Law enforcement officer means FBI agent. FBI agent is the FBI agent called John G. Trump because John G. Trump was MIT, who was also a nuclear physicist. He was some sort of I know he dealt with X-rays. He was a scientist, not as good as freaking Tesla, and probably he couldn't wait to get his fucking hands on it. And the funny thing is, Tesla was so afraid that his work would get into, guess whose hands? Germany and Russia's hands. And guess where it went to? Straight to Germany and Russia's hands. Now, John G. Trump was too old to be a part of our army. But guess what? He wasn't old enough to be. He wasn't old enough. He was old. He was able to go to Russia and Germany on his own and bring the documents over. He could have been, what do they call it, a contractor. And he met up with fucking Hitler. He met up with Hitler, shared the information, CAT scans, X-rays, all that stuff. So, yeah, so Putin has information that John G. Trump's information went over there. The emperor. So, and most likely, Trump, I don't know if Donald Trump would have known that at the time. I mean, probably not. I mean, Donald Trump he was not into politics at that time. I'm sure it's not something that his uncle's like, hey, guess what? I want to know, because that was in the 40s. So he wouldn't have known. It was probably something lied to him all of his life. And that was probably why he said, don't talk about Hitler. So Donald Trump did not know. But Hitler's got some probably information about it. And because it was supposed to be classified documents, and that Donald Trump had classified documents, and including his son. So his son and Donald Trump are afraid that him and Elon Musk, Google, even probably Bezos, they're probably all connected, and they're all being blackmailed, saying that You created some sort of government freaking heresy, and you're all going to jail because this was supposed to be classified documents, and they all had it. So Putin's sitting there going, I'm going to put you all in jail, and I got proof of it. And guess what? I'm the only psychic medium, I'm the only high priestess that's aware of it. Because I am a time fucking traveler. I see the past to fix the future. And that's a really fucking ugly lady. Sometimes how I feel. I'm a time traveler. It doesn't make sense sometimes to me. So the United States is suffering due to a thing that happened in the 1940s with John G. Trump, Hitler, and then Putin has information to blackmail, and then BRICS, I guess, has gotten involved with it. Blockchain, all that stuff has been, they want to take us down because they feel as though we are really, honestly, we're Satan. Because our world, basically, they feel as though the United States is so narcissistic that we, the people, will watch the rest of the world suffer. That we have thousands and millions in the bank and multiple cars. We throw away food. And they want to take the United States down to their level. It's a part of... I keep seeing... I think it's Ultron, Marvel. Where they say, how do you bring them down? You bring them down from the inside when, I forget his name, but the guy where he shows how Sebastian, the Winter Soldier, killed Tony Stark's mom and dad. And it says, how do you bring the company down? You bring them down from the inside because everybody else would rebuild. So you bring them down how you destroy the biggest company or government from all? You bring it down from the inside because you can't rebuild. And that's what Putin and China's trying to do, is bring it down from the inside. The only thing is, they weren't aware of me. So their government, it won't work. Because, well, it won't work. They can't bring it down from the inside because they aren't aware that I've been watching this and waiting to see. But yeah. There are things that, Trump is guilty of, the sex issues and stuff like that, if those are true. And I think a bunch of psychics actually need to get involved in that and see if it's actually something that actually happened or not. Because I don't think anybody who's guilty should have to pay for crimes. But this particular crime that they're trying to pass off of and bring the United States down is not going to happen. Well, not like my videos ever get any type of anything. But yeah, one more card to round it out. The higher self and lower self. All right, guys, you have a great night, great life. Hopefully, we can get us back on track.